Hey marketing class, welcome to our marketing plan presentation on the recycling industry, more specific about Sanchez Miguel recycling business. To go over a quick overview of what we are going to see today. Our marketing plan is based on Miguel Recycling's industry in Reedley and Fresno. After a short intro, we will elaborate on the market size and structure. The marketing mix and segments focuses mainly on the products such as glass, plastic, and metal. Eventually, we will go over the competitors, value and differentiation, proposition, and finance. At this point, we will have enough information to cover a SWOT analysis, followed by the strategic objectives. We will mention certain marketing strategies and tactics to reach those objectives through our promotional plan and potential risk. Lastly, we will end with a conclusion. Miguel Sanchez started the Sanchez recycling business in 2014. The mission of Sanchez Recycle is to stimulate residents and small businesses to recycle more by providing cash payments for the recyclable materials, including the California redemption value for beverage containers. Sanchez Recycle then sells the materials to firms who ultimately repurpose them back into the economy. Miguel currently operates 2 recycling centers, one that is subsidized by the government in Reedley, and the other recycling center locates in Fresno and is not subsidized. Regarding the market size, the U.S. market of recycling has $6 billion in revenue due to increasing recycling awareness. Miguel has 2 organizations, one in Reedley, where he possesses a market share of 50%. The other organization finds place in Fresno County and continues a market share of only 3%. The structure of the organization started as a sole proprietorship and has soon reorganized into an LLC and continues to operate as such.
The market Sanchez Recycle currently serves in Reedley is approximately 85% Hispanic and is primarily composed of lower-income migrant farm workers. The rapid growth that the company's been able to achieve thus far has been essentially entirely created by word of mouth.
Sanchez doesn't face a lot of competitors. There are currently only 2 competitors in Reedley, Mid-Valley Recycling and Recycling of Reedley. In its brief first 4 years of existence, owner Miguel Sanchez estimated that Sanchez Recycle has seized approximately 50% of the Reedley market, and growth continues to accelerate. Sanchez currently involved in negotiations to open its 3rd location. In Fresno itself, it only faces 2 competitors as well, Recyco and Fresno Recycling.
Sanchez Recycling Company has a strong financial position. The company has a little long-term debt that helps company to grow its operations. Income statements show steadily growing revenue during the past 2 years. As you can see in this graph, in 2017 the revenue was $34,000, but in 2018 the revenue was already $46,000 in just 6 months. It means that for the whole 2018 fiscal year, the revenue will be approximately $92,000. Taking into account that fall season is the most busy season in the recycling industry in the valley, we have no doubt that Sanchez Recycling Company will get this revenue. And the revenue projection for 2019 fiscal year is approximately $120,000 for both Reedley facilities. Sanchez
Now that we were able to gather enough information to cover a SWOT analysis, we will go over this. But I'm only giving 2 examples out of each category since the SWOT analysis is very broad and can be found back in our paper. For strength, Sanchez does a great job creating and maintaining rapport with its customers. Sanchez is bilingual in English and in Spanish. For weaknesses, state rules prevent Sanchez from collecting more than 100 pounds in plastic or alumni, and 1,000 pounds in glass per customer a day. In the city of Reedley, the firm is still quite small in comparison to many of its local competitors and faces competitive challenges due to economics of scale. Sanchez has various opportunities. One of them is an increasing growth rate of environmental awareness amongst the population globally, domestically, and locally. Sanchez Recycle has been able to achieve its customers' level of success with scarcely any marketing beyond simple word of mouth. The Sanchez Recycle's website is currently very general and simply and can improve a lot. Lastly, we will cover the threats. China has significantly decreased its purchase of recycled material. Lastly, currently, to be subsidized in California, recycling centers are required to be within 1.5-mile radius of a supermarket with at least $2 million in annual CRV sales.
In 2019, Sanchez Recycling is planning to consolidate its two facilities located in Reedley into one subsidized facility, open a new subsidized recycling facility in Clovis, reach out large government institutions such as Fresno Clovis Unified School Districts and Fresno State University, and start a new drive-through recycling service in Fresno. So let's look at those objectives in more details in next slides. The first and the most important short-term objective for 2019 is to consolidate two facilities in Reedley. It will give the company ability to operate more efficiently in large capacity, which increase the profitability. All of these will give Sanchez Recycling advantage over its smaller competitors. The second objective for 2019 is to open new subsidized facility in Clovis. This location is very desirable due to the population density. The facility will be similar in size to Reedley facility and will bring Sanchez Recycling approximately $220,000 after-tax net income in 2019. This facility will also help company increase its market share. The third objective is the contract with large government institutions, such as Fresno State University and Fresno Clovis Unified School Districts. Those contracts will provide Sanchez Recycling with steady revenue and cash flow. The fourth objective is drive-through facility that will increase company's customer flow and revenue by offering more flexible and convenient service with dropping off recyclables. This facility will also help Sanchez Recycling increase its brand recognition.
Sanchez is expecting to open up a facility in the Clovis area. If that facility opens, then we are expecting that its profit would go up to 500% increase a year. The reason for such a big amount is that Fresno is highest in the nation in collecting the recyclables. Other cities does 30 to 50%, while Fresno does 73% of its recycling. Another option is that Sanchez is hoping to consolidate its two facilities of the Reedley into one as a subsidized facility, which has the highest probability of happening. And if that happens, that Sanchez profit is expected to grow up to 50% more in 2019.
All of the 2019 strategic objectives that we covered earlier will allow Sanchez Recycling to reach its goals in collecting commodities. You can see our projections for 2019 in this table. In the first quarter, we don't expect significant changes in collections and project the same amount of collections as in 2018. During the second quarter of 2019, we expect that consolidation of 2 facilities in Ridley will increase the number of clients in the new larger facility. Therefore, collections during the second quarter will slightly increase. In the third quarter, we expect that collections of commodities will double due to opening a new facility in Clovis and drive-through service in Fresno. In the fourth quarter of 2019, all new facilities will be already established and will work in full capacity. In addition, the fall period is the most profitable period for the recycling business in San Joaquin Valley. Thus, we expect significant increase in Sanchez commodity collections and reach 2019 goals.
The focus of our promotional plan is to differentiate the Sanchez Recycle brand by creating an image of a fun, family-friendly, community-connected experience of recycling. And we intend to keep costs low by using a blend of non-traditional media, which really builds upon the word-of-mouth campaign that Sanchez has already been having good success with. A very simple, low-cost way for Sanchez to expand on the word-of-mouth campaign is to hand out a little handbill to his customers, which will have information like location addresses, contact information, and announcements such as the opening of new locations or offering of new services. Another way for Sanchez to enhance the value of the experience of recycling with him rather than the competition is to offer a little community bulletin board whereon customers and other members of the community can post things that are of interest in the neighborhood. A well-run digital media strategy will allow Sanchez Recycle to penetrate new market segments while simultaneously following his existing customers as they gradually ascend in socioeconomic status. We're going to want to keep the website and all social media profiles very simple and brand consistent. And we're going to avoid over-focusing on sales. We want to provide interesting and useful content, recycling-oriented, which will help facilitate customer engagement. And we're going to really ask for feedback and provide answers, facilitating long-term customer relationships. Sanchez will soon begin to offer a contracted material pickup service to small businesses. In order to recruit these clients, often awareness may begin through social media and other forms of contact. However, personal contact by the owner is going to be essential to establish trust and create those relationships. Today's youth are increasingly environmentally aware, and the children form a common denominator across many market segments. So appealing to children on the basis of fundraising activities, through contact with their influencers and through educational programs can be a very effective way of developing long-term customers.
Health and safety can become the highest risk for any businesses, but as long as recycling is concerned, this is the biggest risk for Sanchez's business. So we suggest that Sanchez should have strictly implemented Cal-OSHA suggested workers' comp plan in practice. Another thing is the current market of the plastic business is going down, so which is the Sanchez's 33% of the business, and we suggest that Sanchez diversify its business, like he can add paper and other electronics into its recyclable collection things.
In conclusion, we'd like to emphasize that the essential component to this marketing plan is to create a well-differentiated brand for Sanchez Recycle, emphasizing a family-friendly, community-connected experience. This will serve the firm well, creating competitive advantage regardless of the particular tactical decisions. Thank you for listening, and happy holidays.